Greetings, YouTube. Happy Sunday as we conclude already what has been a pretty eventful week of all kinds of events, including, of course, the last 23 hours. Just a friendly reminder of the Legend Celebration Boost. Open those battle chips, get those arena crystals, etc. We have a Tier 5 class bundle for just those who are Cavalier. And this is pretty significant because it is the first time that we have seen a Selector. And it is something that I have been calling for a long time. It is also the first time in a few days that we have seen an amount of gold that accurately reflects the purchase price. We have 1 million gold for a $50 purchase. Now, I always say this, but it's worth noting. If you're in a country that is, say, Canada or Australia, etc., where your currency is much weaker than the dollar, then you're going to be paying a lot more than $50. But keep in mind, we have seen Kabam offer a deal with less Tier 5 Basic. In fact, $50 for this is normally about 10,000 Tier 5 Basic, so 1/3 of what's in this. Because make no mistake about it, this is a good amount of Tier 5 Basic. This is 2/3 of a fully formed Tier 5 Basic, or 30,000 out of 45,000 Tier 5 Basic Callus fragments. And so, I'm just going to objectively say this. And it bothers me a little bit, but I keep it 100. There are certain people in this community that, for some reason, they only enjoy watching my offer reviews when I slam Kabam. But when I objectively say a deal is good or even great, they're ticked off. They're like, gosh, prof, what, you sold your soul for Kabam? I can't believe it. Everything is trash. Well, no, it's not. And today's an example where even though the $50 purchase price might seem high, it's a really good value for a guaranteed outcome. And for those of you who are inevitably going to say, oh, this is too high of a price, this is the same price that people spend for a Cavalier Early Access bundle, which the only guaranteed value in that is 3 Greater Champion boosts to the 30% variety and 1,000 6-star shards, which we know 1,000 6-star shards, even if it was 10,000 6-star shards, not much guaranteed value in that given how big of a gamble the 6-star basic crystal is. Compare that to today. You have 3/4, or 2/3, I should say, of a Tier 5 Basic, which will get you, if you have one of those, halfway to taking a 5-star to rank 5, or 1/3 of the way to taking a 6-star to rank 2. 1 million gold, which a bunch of people need, and this is normally what Kabam expects you to pay $100 for, so it's $100 worth of gold for $50. That's awesome. And then this 10% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector, they don't give 10% Tier 5 Class Catalyst crystals for $50 much. And that is a crystal, 1 out of 6 RNG. I am going to say this so that there's no accusations that, oh, prof, you give something a certain grade and then you buy it anyway, which, by the way, I normally, if I give something like a C+ or higher, I'm tempted. A C+ is somewhat tempted. A B is very tempted, and A usually purchases for sure. When I look at my own inventory, and everybody watching this, you've got a different inventory than me. Only you know what's best for you. But when I look at this, and I remind myself of how much closer I am to a Tier 5 Cosmic Catalyst, which would take, finally, my Corvus to rank 3, I'm less than 10,000 Tier 5 Cosmic Catalyst fragments away from it. And so purchasing the 10%, or 4,500, if I get that and then hopefully get one more of these at some point, I'll be there. I'll be there. And so this is a great value for me, and I truly think it is, in terms of a guaranteed value, at least a B+. And that's like an 88%. And if I was 4,500 Tier 5 Cosmic Callus fragments away from getting that Corvus to rank 3, for me, it'd be like an A+, because I can't get that from anywhere else. I can't get the controlled of the selector from any other content. Compare this to variant 5, which, yeah, you get a 25%, but the algorithm, like it did for me yesterday, is probably going to give you the class that you need least, aka the class that you have the smallest amount of tier 5 class catalyst fragments. And yesterday for me, that was science. So I'm going to give this, at worst, a B plus grade. And I do remind people who are going to inevitably say it's too high of a grade. This is the same price that people pay routinely, multiple times a month, for gamble crystals of the 5-star variety that usually equate in disappointing champions, or they're cavalier crystals, which mostly are going to give you 3 stars and 4 stars that you can't even bring into Act 6, nevertheless rank up. I love the Tier 5 basic catalyst fragment amount. 30,000 by itself is some of the best we've ever seen in a $50 deal. I love that the gold is twice as much of what they normally expect you to pay. It's $100 with the gold, which I know a lot of people need at this point. And the fact that it's a selector makes me very happy. So B plus grade, kabam. This is a fair price for a great value of guaranteed outcomes. That's what I promote on this channel, especially in 2020, and I'm happy to do so today. Happy Sunday.